This is not the way former Philippine First Lady Imelda Marcos is used to campaigning, mourning the death of one of her supporters, a victim of political violence. The Marcoses have long been the dominant family in their home province of Ilocos Norte, but they no longer remain unchallenged. Still, 80-year-old Imelda remains popular with many Filipinos, and since returning to the country from exile in 1991, she's run for public office several times, winning a seat in Congress in 1995 despite being the other half of a deposed dictatorship, with almost 1,000 corruption cases filed against her.
I am strengthened with the fact that I'm fighting for something not material, not for money, not for power, but I'm fighting for the most powerful and the most beautiful and the best of all leaders up there.
And so to fulfill what she says is a higher calling, Imelda is running again, this time as a representative of her late husband's home province, relying on continued interest in the Marcoses to get her elected.
The old Marcos residence is now among the top tourist attractions in Ilocos Norte. Parts of it have been turned into a museum, but the residence is still in use by Imelda Marcos.
The number of visitors to her husband Ferdinand's tomb is seen by Imelda as a sign that her family still plays a role in national life here. Like the Marcoses, former president and movie star Joseph Estrada was also seen as greedy and ousted by a people's revolt. Unlike Ferdinand and Imelda, though, Estrada was convicted of plunder. Pardoned by his successor, he is now running for the presidency again. Despite not seeming to take the campaign seriously, surveys say he is still one of the more popular choices.
These people were embracing back in politics, the Marcoses, Joseph Estrada. They've stolen from us, from our coffers. Yet, why do Filipinos welcome them, especially now into national politics again? So that's very disturbing.
The honored guest, Imelda crowns the next village queen. Most Filipinos are disillusioned with the country's current state of affairs, and she reminds many here of simpler times. There are those who would rather return to the familiar, even though disgraced, icons. Many more are wondering how a better future is possible if they're unwilling to let go of the past. Marga Ortigas, Al Jazeera, Ilocos Norte, Northern Philippines.